Hello guys, welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you for always stopping by. May God bless you all. Several Nigerians on the social media are expressing outrage and anger over the report of a Chinese national who allegedly killed a young Nigerian woman identified as Buhari at Kanturu Jambula area of Kaduna State. The incident occurred on Friday night. While identifying the victim as an ex-lover of the Chinese national, who was also identified as Mr. Geng. Mrs. Buhari, a graduate of agriculture science from Kampala University, Uganda, is currently in 1-year compulsory service of the National Youth Service Corps, NYSC, in Sokoto State. An eyewitness told Daily Independent that the Chinese national had a sizzling relationship with the young lady for 2 years before she settled for another man within the city. The victim's marriage never lasted, according to the report, and she reportedly returned to her family house to continue her normal life. The account explained that Geng, who felt jilted by Buhari, never let go until last night when he allegedly scaled the perimeter fence, sneaked into her room, and murdered her in cold blood. However, efforts of the family members and well-wishers who had responded to save her life when they took her to the nearby health facility were unsuccessful, as she reportedly gave up the ghost. The gang was subsequently arrested by a mob who were set to deliver jungle justice when a combined team of the police and the immigration officials arrived to restore normalcy. Although Nigerians are not happy with this incident. Meanwhile, the mother of Mrs. Buhari has given details what actually happened. The mother of the 23-year-old Nigerian woman, Sani Buhari, who was killed by her Chinese lover, Mr. Geng, on Friday night, has narrated how the incident happened. Sahara reporters had earlier reported that outrage and anger thrilled the gruesome mother of the young Nigerian woman who was serving out the National Youth Service Corps, popularly known as Matra, as disease was killed at Jambolo quarters in Kambutosi local government area of Kano State. Daily Trust reports that the deceased was buried around 10 a.m. on Saturday, according to Islamic rites. However, the mother of the deceased revealed that the Chinese national had first pushed her down when she opened door after several bangs and immediately rushed to her daughter's room when he stabbed her to death. Traumatized with the situation, she raised the alarm but regretted that efforts to save her failed as she died before they reached hospital. She narrated, "The disease was my daughter. He, the Chinese man, always comes around wanting to see her, and she has been refusing. This time around, when he came, he kept knocking on the door. When I was fed up of him hitting the door loudly, I opened the door and he pushed me aside and got in and started stabbing her with a knife. I started shouting and people came running. We rushed her to the hospital, but before we arrived, she was dead. It happened around 9:30 p.m. We were at home with her 2 younger sisters when it happened. Her brother was out and her father is dead. It was raining then. People were indoors and could not hear me shouting until when someone came and tried going in through the window. I want the authorities to to this criminal act. It was long since their love affair ended. She got married and later got divorced. That was when he came back to her life, pressing that he must see her. He used to come in, although we don't like it. He does not understand. We used to chase him out. When I attempted informing the police, my children would refuse and say, let's not take the matter public. The man that came to her aid and went through the window, he was the one who caught him and brought him out. He ran off and they chased him and brought him back. He's now with the police. She was my eldest daughter, but she has 2 elder brothers. He understands that she does not want to see him. When he calls, she does not pick up. That is when he decided to invade. He knocked at the door for almost an hour. She was the one who asked me to go and send him away, after which he pushed me away upon opening the gate. He went straight to her room. He knows where the room is because he used to come in. In most cases, it is her brother that used to send him away. They first met at ShopRite when she went to buy perfume and they exchanged phone numbers. That is how they started making out on calls. When she got married, they separated until when she was divorced. Her husband suspects they were chatting with him on phone, although that was not what led to the failure of her marriage. Of course, she told him that she was not going to marry him, but because her paternal uncles saw issues coming, they refused and I agreed with them, she concluded. This is really very sad. Really very, very sad. Well, may her soul rest in peace. I'm dropping it here. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Thank you.